Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today here at the Alameda County Bar Association's Racial Justice Task Force, which is a task force we have in conjunction with the Charles Houston Bar Association and the California Association of Black Lawyers. We've had this task force now for a couple of years, putting on great programs that are tied to justice in our legal community, not just here in Alameda County, but hopefully all around the nation as well. And the brainchild behind the program that we're going to have today was really from the Diversity Referral Night that ACBA put on. And so that program was intended to help either small firms or solo practitioners reach out to a diverse range of people that they could hopefully get business from, just get to know other practitioners that are practicing in different areas of the law. And really to hopefully diversify the practice of law in Alameda County. And so in our Racial Justice Task Force, we thought it would be a really great idea to do something similar, but instead do this for BIPOC-led nonprofit organizations. The thought here is that, lawyers, we love to volunteer for stuff, but sometimes maybe we want to volunteer for something that is not strictly legal. And we want to be able to affect change, but sometimes we don't want to do lawyerly things. But on that same token, the lawyerly things that we can do give us a unique ability to help the community in ways that perhaps others may not be able to. So we're hoping that this program will give the attendees who are either joining us today or will watch this video later on a good idea of some of your organizations, what your mission is, what type of volunteers do you need, and what can we really do to help your organization grow. So with that in mind, I wanted to thank Kaylin for putting this program together on the ACBA side and reaching out to all of the great organizations that we thought of that are either local here to the East Bay or in the greater Bay Area. And I also wanted to thank you all for coming and joining us today to give us some information about your organizations. In terms of the formatting of how we're going to do this, we're going to do this where we'll have a few videos at a time that will play, and then we're going to do a breakout session so that attendees can go to breakout rooms and learn about the organizations that they're interested in. And then we'll come back. There'll be another round, and then total there will be 10 different organizations that are going to be participating today, I think. So it'll be 3 rounds of the watching the videos and then going into the breakout rooms. So without further ado, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Kaylin and I will be both here watching and joining you for the program. So I think we can get started on the first round.
Awesome. Thanks, Alice. Before I play the videos, I just wanted to let you all know that if you want to have closed captions while you watch the video, you have to enable that on Zoom. It's not going to be automatically on the video. So if you click on like the CC or captions icon at the bottom, you can show or hide the subtitle according to your preference. And then there's also an option to see a full transcript. All right, let me share my screen here. Oops. All right, once I start playing it, oops, sorry. Alice, will you just give me a chat that it's working? All right.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Myers. I am an intern at the African American Community Service Agency. We go by a lot of different names, but regardless, we are the same agency that sits at 304 North 6th Street in San Jose, ready to serve. Our mission is to provide quality educational, cultural, social, and recreational programs, services, and activities to members of our community. And we always do this with the goal of strengthening the African American culture, identity, tradition, and values within San Jose and beyond. Although we are an African American community service agency, we are allies in every sense of the term. And so we hold ourselves and our services open to everyone, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, religion, sexuality, age, able-bodiedness, or lived experiences. We were founded in 1978, so that's why we go by so many different names, or we're known by so many different names, but with 6 pillars: education, health and wellness, economic development, racial and social justice, social services, and we are also a family resource center through First 5. A little bit about me: I am a graduate of Santa Clara University, class of 2020. I'm also a current 3rd-year law student at UCI Law. I was introduced to the agency in undergrad, and I've been involved ever since, first through our amazing Leadership Academy, but now as an intern. So it's been great. Some really quick ways to get involved in the agency is through our 2 big programs, the MLK Luncheon in January and then Juneteenth in June. We're really proud of Juneteenth because we pushed really hard on a local level to make sure that Santa Clara County recognized Juneteenth as a paid holiday, which then, led the charge for Gavin Newsom to sign it to a state holiday, and now we have it as a federal holiday. So we are very, very proud of Juneteenth. But just in general, the agency, just like the legal profession, is a service industry. So the things that make a great lawyer, a great zealous advocate, are the same things that we're looking for in volunteers. So you can help in our day-to-day operations, answering the phones. We have a lot of different programs. We have backpack drives, toy drives, food distributions, and community events such as Safe Halloween, senior prom, things of that nature that we need help with. You can also help with transactional services like going over HR policies. How fun. But then also we have a growing number of aspiring attorneys through our ALA program that I'm still a part of that need mentors. I know I've benefited from mentors just to have someone to talk to and give advice. And so that's a really cool way that you can help out the agency by being a mentor. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to meet all of you. Thank you.
Thank you to the Alameda County Bar Association Justice League's virtual showcase for having us here today. My name is Mimi Wing. I'm the Executive Director of Step Forward Foundation. Step Forward Foundation is a nonprofit organization based in Santa Clara County, serving its neighboring counties such as San Benito, Monterey, Alameda, all the way up to San Francisco. Our specialization is in immigration, family, employment law, and we've recently picked up the initiative for Stop the Hate. Our goal is to uplift and empower survivors of human trafficking, domestic violence, sexual assaults, and of other crimes to take the next step forward in their lives in building that foundation. We practice a trauma-informed approach in our work with our clients. Our successes, they're not due to our own, but it's due to the hard work of our team, our board of directors, our partnering agencies, our clients, and of course, our volunteers. Our work allows us to help clients who entrust us with their case, their livelihood. They allow us to help them through the darkest times of their lives. Our clients trust us to share their traumas, their struggles, and their challenges that allow us to help them with their legal case. They allow us to be the stewards to providing legal services to communities that have been marginalized, underserved, underrepresented for far too long. These individuals cannot afford attorneys, and many do not have the language capacity or the understanding to get through the legal system. Because of this, we strive for fighting for racial equity and social justice within our communities. So this is why we're here. We're here to look to you, our legal community, our friends, to share some of your precious time with us. We're always looking for individuals who are passionate about helping our communities and learning something new, maybe. We can always use the support with bilingual attorneys or individuals who have language capacity, especially in Spanish. And we're always looking for attorneys who are willing to co-counsel provide resources, or volunteers at our legal clinics, or even help us with some intake if you have the time. Thank you so much for this opportunity to reach out to this amazing network that ACBA has with attorneys and individuals who strive for social justice as well. Thank you. Together, we can make a positive impact to survivors and our communities. Thank you and have a great evening.
Good evening. My name is Vanessa Russell, and I am the founding executive director of Love Never Fails. I am super excited to be here with you today and grateful to you all for including us in ACBA's Racial Justice Taskforce event. I am going to tell you a little bit about our organization. We've been in place for just over 11 years, and while working in the high-tech industry as a senior leader, and I felt compelled to give back. I am a former foster youth, a child, and grew up in a great deal of poverty with, abuse and a variety of personal challenges. And I thought, I'm going to give back. I'm going to support some young ladies, young men that are having a hard time just like I did. And in 2010, one of my 15-year-old dance students through 2011, they were unfortunately assaulted in the Bay Area and sold throughout California for a year. And that is when I became horrifically aware of human trafficking and the ways in which it just destroys lives. And that for me was when I decided to start Love Never Fails after talking to hundreds of survivors about what they needed. They said housing, sustainable jobs, to get me a career and jobs that where I can afford to live independently here in the Bay. And then they always said, if you had told me how I was going to be groomed or how I was going to be tricked, I would have avoided this life altogether. And so we put our minds on housing, workforce development, and on prevention education. And when the search and recovery in partnership with some agencies in Contra Costa County, and we do a variety of other things. We do hand out a ton of resources. Thousands of people have had their needs met either by way of receiving clothing or food or toiletries out of our community engagement center, which is located in Hayward. Have these housing programs that I wanted to just make sure you know about because it's a great opportunity to volunteer. We have 2 houses for women and children, or women that are single or women that are pregnant. And we have a girls' home for ages 13 to 17-year-old girls it's a foster care diversion program, same type of needs there. We have a men's home, predominantly for transitional age men, though we do have some older men as well. And this is for men with their children or men that are single. We have a home that is for girls ages 18 to 21, a transitional age home. It's an AB12 home that we're in the process of getting licensed. And we're super excited about that. And then we're actually going to be opening a house for previously incarcerated men here in the November, December timeframe. And so housing is something where you always need extra hands to help maintain the homes, cook for people, get involved, do activities with people that are living there so that they feel like they have a family, they have support. And then, of course, we have our IT Academy. So when people started graduating from our homes, we realized that they didn't have economic sustainability. They had psychological, emotional, spiritual freedom, but they didn't have economic freedom. And so we decided to open up our IT Biz Tech Academies, which provide pathways in sales, customer service, project management, entrepreneurship, and tech engineering. And that is really my background. And so we're teaching them that. We're co-enrolling them in junior college, so they're getting college credit, and then going on to obtain sustainable careers in that industry, which we think is a game changer. And so we invite you, if you want to do resume writing, interviewing techniques, if you want to donate your business attire to the students, anything in the way of that, we would really greatly appreciate it. And then, of course, the prevention education side, there's always an opportunity to educate on things like consent versus coercion. There's topics such as, certain bills that have been that have passed, and maybe some insight on what the implications of those bills are to different people, different communities of folks. One of the bills recently is the one that allows survivors to vacate their records so that they can get sustainable jobs. And so we love your help with vacatures if that's up your alley. Some of our ladies and our men, they need help with family system. Maybe there's custody going on, custody battles going on. Some of them need U visa, T visa, VAWA support. And so if you have an interest in providing legal guidance or help with filling out paperwork, we could always use that kind of help as well. Well, I've given you a whole bunch to think about, and I just thank you once again for including us in this great work that you're doing. I thank you for caring about BIPOC leaders and communities. Our organization is 92% survivors of interpersonal violence, domestic violence, and/or human trafficking. So thank you again, and we look forward to partnering with you.
Great. So that's the first set of videos. And now we're going to have our round one of the breakout rooms. So Kaylin, if those are ready, how many minutes are we going to be out for?
We're scheduled for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. So these breakout rooms are choose your own. So if you are the representative from that organization, please head over to the room labeled your organization. Everyone else, feel free to join whichever room interests you. All right, here we go. Thank you for the reminder. Awesome. Yeah, I'm ready for the next set. So let's go ahead and share them.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Kareem Chadley, the founder and executive director here at nonprofit Dads Evoking Change. Just wanted to come on for a couple minutes, tell you guys a little bit about what we're doing here at Dads Evoking Change and how you possibly could be a part of a growing team that's affecting so much change within families all throughout the Bay Area. I created Dads Evoking Change at the end of 2018. We really focus on providing fathers with free legal resources as they are navigating the family court system as it really pertains to child custody and child support. I am a father who has unfortunately went through the family court system. At the end of 2018, I had been engulfed in about a 10-month battle for my, at the time, 14 to 15-year-old son. About 10 months into starting my journey through the court system, my son lost his life to an unrelated incident. Obviously, this changed the focus of my life, and after going through such turmoil through the family courts, I really felt drawn to the idea of creating an organization that would really work to help fathers, in particular fathers who may not be in a position financially to retain legal services, help them navigate and reach their desired goals as it pertains to being more involved in their kids' life. I saw so many hurdles and just so many gray areas that fathers were coming up against, and I really saw a lack of resources to really help them and guide them through this process that, you know, without any proper information can be extremely difficult to navigate. So we created programs like free legal consultations where fathers are able to sit and talk with a family law attorney, come up with a game plan, get a step-by-step playbook on how they need to approach the situation, best practices, etc. We created our co-parenting counseling free virtual program where we really focus on getting parents on the same page, so perhaps maybe they don't necessarily have to go to court. So we really focused on creating programming that was not out there. We are coming up on a capacity issue as we are now holding our free virtual consultations once a month virtually, and then once a week here in Oakland we have drop-in hours across from Lake Merritt. We have been approached by several different other centers that want to duplicate our services. And at this point, we have come up to a capacity issue. So we would love to connect with more amazing lawyers that are looking to lend their services pro bono and really affect change within the families of the Bay Area. So we have many opportunities to volunteer within our free legal consultations for lawyers as well as paralegals. We would love to talk with you guys more about our mission and what we're doing here at Dads Evoking Change. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and look forward to speaking to you guys more. All right, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Greetings of peace. Thank you so much to the Alameda County Bar Association for facilitating this connection between interested lawyers and volunteer opportunities. My name is Zahra Bilu, and I am the Executive Director at the San Francisco Bay Area Office of CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations. We are the Santa Clara-based office of the nation's largest American Muslim civil rights organization. Each year, we serve upwards of 700 people through our free and low-cost legal services on civil rights and immigration issues across the San Francisco Bay Area. The way we think about our work is that if we can protect our community, we can by extension protect all communities. That applies whether we're talking about interpersonal interactions, hate crimes, and microaggressions, but also when we're talking about policy change and ensuring that the government treats all communities fairly. We have a number of opportunities for you to get involved and help out. And we especially need your help right now because though we would have liked to hope that things would slow down in these last couple of years, we have been overwhelmed with people who are seeking assistance. On the civil rights side, we work with individuals who are facing law enforcement harassment, travel delays, employment discrimination, school bullying, access to accommodations in prison facilities, and a number of other means where we see people being mistreated or treated differently because they are Muslim or mistaken for Muslim. If you practice in any of the areas I mentioned, we would love to partner with you on the cases that come in our door. Partnership opportunities, of course, include consultation and advice, referrals, as well as co-counseling, litigation. On the immigration side, we have been overwhelmed by the number of people seeking immigration assistance. In the last year in particular, as the crisis in Afghanistan led to mass evacuation, Alameda County has already had one of the largest Afghan populations in the US and continues to receive more and more. To serve those needs as well as the varying immigration needs of immigrants from Yemen, Sudan, Somalia, and Iran, to name a few, we host monthly citizenship clinics. We are also beginning to host temporary protected status clinics, and we are looking for lawyers who are interested in taking on asylum cases. The need is high, and those of us with law degrees, those of us that are in this conversation, are incredibly privileged to be able to do more. Join us to help out with any of those legal needs, or to do community education and outreach so that we can ensure that people are aware of their rights and the services that are available to them. And if those two opportunities are of interest to you, we also hope that you might join us at our 28th anniversary gala. On Saturday, November 19th, we're excited to host an incredible lineup of speakers at the Santa Clara Convention Center. Tickets are on sale via our website. We'd love to see you there. We'd love to see you at a citizenship clinic or TPS clinic. And we'd love to have your help as we take on the continued work of protecting and empowering our community.
Hi, my name is Raimundo Jaques, Deputy Director at Centro Legal de la Raza, here to talk to you about some of our pro bono opportunities. Centro Legal has been in Oakland and Fruitvale since 1969, the height of the civil rights movement. I have personally been working at Centro Legal since 2014 when I graduated from law school at UC Davis School of Law. We serve low-income immigrant, Black, and Latinx communities. We ensure access to justice for thousands of individuals throughout Northern and Central California. Our three legal practice areas are immigrants' rights, tenants' rights, and workers' rights. We also have a litigation team and a diversity initiative called the Youth Law Academy. First of all, our immigration rights practice has multiple opportunities for clinic work. So if you're interested in working with community members, helping triage their issues, helping them fill out applications. Clinics might be right for you. We have, DACA has been a little up in the air, as we all know, but we have traditionally been holding DACA renewal clinics, pro se asylum clinics, adjustment of status clinics, U-Visa clinics, and asylum seeker work permit clinics. So there are multiple opportunities to have touch points with the community if you would like to help folks fill out applications. We also have opportunities for casework in immigrants' rights. So if you would like to represent an adult or family in a removal proceeding, there's opportunities for that. There's also opportunities to prepare the asylum case of an unaccompanied, undocumented minor. During that, you could prepare declarations, evidence packets, legal arguments, accompany clients to asylum interviews. So again, lots of opportunities to work with clients here. You could also prepare U-Visa applications for victims of crime in the United States. And U-Visas are one of the only paths to a green card and citizenship for undocumented individuals. Centro Legal will file and monitor the pending U-Visa applications. In our tenants' rights practice, we have opportunities for community engagement work via our Know Your Rights workshops. If you'd like to do community education, this is a great way to do that. The Know Your Rights workshops take place the third Thursday of every month for Alameda County and the fourth Wednesday of every month for Contra Costa County. We also have upcoming eviction moratorium workshops in tenants' rights. So as the eviction moratorium is released, we will have question and answer sessions for community members where you can talk to the community and make sure they have all our questions answered about what that means to have the moratorium lifted, what that means for them. The Youth Law Academy is our pipeline program. We are always looking for folks that want to work with Oakland students. We work primarily with high school students for the 3 years they're in high school, sophomore, junior, senior year, and ongoing support in college. We're always looking for attorney mentors, for internship placement sites, and for attorneys and firms that want to host students at their office for visits of the law firm or for mentorship mixers. So if you want to get involved in the pipeline, visit centralegal.org/supportyla, and we'll put contact information for everything else in the notes. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexandria Cooley, and I am the Chief Program Officer at Fresh Lifelines for Youth, better known as FLY. FLY is an award-winning nonprofit serving Bay Area youth impacted by the justice system. Our programs connect young people with positive mentors and role models, promote their understanding of the law and their rights, and support them to become leaders among their peers and in their communities. Our mission is to partner with youth to unlock their potential, disrupt the pipeline to prison, and advance justice in California and beyond. We fly because the U.S. has the highest imprisonment rate of children in the world. And we know that youth incarcerated are 22% more likely to be incarcerated in the adult system. In California alone, our state incarcerates more youth than any other state. California has a rate of 2 times the national average, and youth incarceration is expensive. It is also dehumanizing. And with racism in the system, historically, the overwhelming majority of young people impacted by the juvenile justice system have been youth of color. We have a variety of programs for folks to get involved in, and I'd love to share a few of them with you. While we do serve in 4 counties, including Santa Clara County, San Mateo, San Francisco County, and Alameda County, the programs in Alameda County that you may be interested in are our CAFA Mentor Program. This is an opportunity to work with young people and serve as an advocate for them, as a court-appointed friend and advocate. Other opportunities are to facilitate our law program, provide career shadowing and training opportunities through our Career Pathways Navigator program, to help facilitate our leadership training opportunities, and to also serve with young people who are leading our speech committee. We truly try and center youth voice in all of the work, and young people are at the core of all that we do. Join us as we stay committed to our values of accountability, dedication, being respectful, equitable and just, loving, innovative, hopeful, and being youth-centered. I hope that you come and find out why we fly.
Great.
All right. I think that was the end of the second set of videos. So we're going to open up the breakout rooms again. And again, it's a choose your own adventure. Please feel free to hop around to a couple of different breakout rooms if you're interested in more than one organization. This has been great so far, so can't wait to hear more from these leaders that have joined us today.
Awesome. Thanks, Alice. All right, I will open up the next set. If you need any help joining a room. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
All right, well, that was another great round of breakout rooms. We are now actually at the final round of videos about the organizations that have joined us today. So whenever you're ready, Kaylin, let's go ahead and play those.
Awesome.
My name is Jennifer Lyle. I am the Executive Director of MISSY. I'm very excited to tell you about our organization. MISSY works to prevent girls, young women, and gender-expansive youth from ever entering circumstances of sexual exploitation and violence. Once they've exited, we partner with young people so that they may avoid re-entering sexually exploitative circumstances, live free of harmful transactional relationships, and thrive. This is the work MISSY has been doing for 15 years. I came to MISSY because I am invested in seeing a better world for all of us. My commitment to community service, education, power building, and advocacy was launched by my parents and definitely nurtured throughout my life and my 25 years of leading nonprofit social service programs. We want volunteers who are invested in Black women and girls and passionate about bringing an end to violence against us. We have opportunities to volunteer today. If you want to help build thriving communities, come out and support our events. Get your friends together to learn more. Join MISSY's book club. Raise funds to support expanding this urgent work. Reach out to find how you can help us raise awareness with your network of friends, family. We have volunteer opportunities specifically for lawyers. Lawyers who understand nonprofit tax, real estate, and human resources law are critical. Join our board, because when people who see a better world for Black girls and women come together, they start to take on issues that expand outward to include Indigenous, Latinx, and Asian girls, and gender-expansive youth. Are you passionate about securing housing for survivors or having housing available at all? We will be offering housing in 2023, but to do that, we need to secure a space where we will provide community support for years to come. Can you support us in our acquisition of a property? Please reach out. If you understand or want to understand how these intersecting systems of domination will be upended, arrange a training for your community group, colleagues, church, or sorority. If you feel aligned with our cause, contact us. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Thomas Gregory, and I'm the Program Director at the Southeast Asian Development Center, often called SEADC or SEADC. SEADC was founded in San Francisco's low-income Tenderloin District back in 1977 as the Vietnamese Youth Development Center. We changed our name several years ago to reflect the fact that we serve many folks who are neither Vietnamese nor youths. SEADC's mission is to provide the services and the information and the advocacy needed in order to help the Bay Area's Southeast Asian communities thrive. All of our services are delivered at no cost to clients. We serve more than 500 people a year, and most of our programming falls into one of the following categories: youth development, health and wellness, economic success and resource awareness, and safety and anti-bias. SCADC hopes to eliminate, or at the very least reduce, many of the disparities that Southeast Asians often encounter when it comes to income, educational achievement, health outcomes, and so many other aspects of life. We also encourage our constituents to remain connected to and proud of their cultural heritage, even while assimilating into mainstream American society and civic life. Our services are geared both culturally and linguistically to Southeast Asians, but we're happy to serve anyone who might benefit from our services, irrespective of their race, national origin, or immigration status. I'm half Vietnamese myself, was born in Vietnam, and I'm passionate about making life more equitable and more fulfilling for SCADC Southeast Asian constituents, many of whom are from immigrant households and with limited English proficiency. SCADC is and always has been led by people of color. Our executive director, Judy Young, is Laotian, and 100% of our board members identify as Asian. In addition to being BIPOC-led, SCADC is also peer-led. SCADC was created to support the influx of refugees coming to the Bay Area in the 1970s and 80s to escape the violence and devastation of the Vietnam War and related regional conflicts. And Judy, our executive director, was among these refugees. As a youth, she was a client here at SCADC, later joining our staff and working her way up the ranks to lead the organization. There are many ways that volunteers could support SCADC's work, especially if one's fluent in Vietnamese, Laotian, Khmer, or Thai. For example, one could present a workshop to transition-aged youth, all about the advantages of going to college, the application process, and the benefits and the risks of student loans. Or perhaps one could volunteer to chaperone frail Southeast Asian seniors as they walk to errands and appointments throughout the Tenderloin neighborhood. Or one could volunteer to serve as a mentor, available either in person or virtually to high school students who might be seeking advice about making healthy lifestyle choices or navigating difficult situations, academic, social, work-related or otherwise. We also have plenty of opportunities for lawyers to volunteer in ways that put their legal expertise to good use. For example, a lawyer could offer to host a workshop or a drop-in clinic whereby Asian victims of crime could learn all about their Marsy's Law rights and how to invoke those rights. Perhaps a lawyer could offer periodic workshops regarding how to best navigate legal issues that are commonly experienced by immigrants and their families. I appreciate your attention, and I look forward to the breakout sessions and telling you more about SCADC's work and how you might be able to support us as a volunteer.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing us to participate in this space and to share Social Justice Collaborative's work with you all. My name is Abigail Esquives. I am the Director of Community Partnerships and Advocacy. Social Justice Collaborative, also warmly referred to as SJC, is a legal nonprofit dedicated to protecting immigrant rights. Our mission is to ensure that low-income immigrants, including asylum seekers, are provided with direct legal services and high-quality legal representation in court at low or pro bono rates. Throughout our 10-year history, we've worked towards creating a legal program that sets a high standard for how cases are prepared. We approach legal aid with care and cultural sensitivity while highlighting the importance of client empowerment and autonomy. We are committed to creating a program that allows us to serve immigrants and asylum seekers with the highest level of care and respect for their stories while maintaining innovative ways to serve as many individuals as possible. SJC has partnered with firms and in-house counsel for years to meet our pro bono goals. Our pro bono program plays a significant role in ensuring that we can serve hundreds of clients through our meaningful partnerships with volunteers from across the country. Since the beginning of the pandemic, our team members at SJC have worked to ensure our clients have the necessary knowledge and information to participate in a fully remote program. Our clients receive guidance on digital skills needed to attend remote clinics, where volunteers assist them in applying for legal status and facilitate their navigation in a virtual world unfamiliar to so many of them. We offer online comprehensive training for volunteers who are participating in half-day workshops aimed at offering clients the necessary assistance to apply for lawful permanent residence, or full-day workshops workshops where volunteers are able to assist a minor in preparing an application for legal guardianship and special immigrant juvenile findings, which will allow them to apply for immigration relief. The need for legal representation and support for immigrant families is overwhelming. We rely on the work our pro bono partners provide in order to ensure that immigrants across the state of California have access to quality representation. Volunteers without experience are encouraged to participate, and interpreters are always offered. Our organization is committed to serving immigrant communities through a holistic approach. As the partnerships director, I'm always looking to expand the number of resources we can provide our clients with to ensure that all of their needs are met, and the opportunities to thrive are equal to those of any U.S.-born citizen. Having community partnerships that provide varied, necessary pro bono services is essential to our team. SJC was started because we believe in and continue to fight for the right of immigrants to have unrestricted access to legal services. A transition to a new life from one that was not safe or secure to begin with is unimaginable. We know that families and individuals alike will have endless obstacles to overcome, and SJC is committed to alleviating as many burdens as we can. If you're interested in supporting our mission, taking part in our pro bono model, or interested in discussing how we can create a mutual and meaningful partnership to uphold immigrant communities, please reach out so we can begin a conversation. Thank you.
Great. So just a note before we enter the last breakout rooms, we do have a little bit more time set aside for any just basically open mingling. In case there was anybody that you wish you had gotten the chance to talk to but didn't quite get the chance to, the last 10 minutes, give or take, of the program will be available for that. So with that, we're going to set more 10-minute breakout rooms for this last batch of the groups that we've had just now. And then after that, after the minutes are over, you'll get sent back here and we can wrap up with the last round of kind of open mingling.